we now have one of my favorite parts, the single barrel picks. And as we mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing conference champions for college football picks this week. So we do this with the betting odds. So far, Scott, this year we've been keeping track. My record throughout the year that with the games we've picked is 15-17. We really struggled the last time. I think we both lost all three games where we picked the same. And then you are 12-20. So
I don't want to talk about it.
You've taken a little bit of a dip here at the end. So we got to revive ourselves.
I feel like I worked my way back to 500 just to take a complete cliff dive down to 12-20 out of nowhere.
Well, lucky for you, we have 5 games, a record 5 games for conference championships to pick this week. So let's get on with it. MAC championship, Scott. Miami of Ohio versus Western Michigan. Western Michigan's 5 favorites, and our good friend Tim would say, where's Toledo in this game?
I don't care about the MAC at all. Miami of Ohio is such a joke of a name. Give me Western Michigan. 2.5 points is easy. We're covering that.
Hey, being from West Michigan, I have to pick with that in mind, and that's the only reason why. So give me Western Michigan as well. Screw Ohio. Big 12, BYU versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech is minus 12.5. Wow.
I think Tech wins this game, but 12.5 is such a big spread. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to go with the BYU here.
I learned my lesson last time they played and there was a large spread. So give me Texas Tech because they slapped them last time by more than the spreads. We'll see what happens here. But ACC, Duke versus Virginia. What the hell? How are these two teams in the ACC championship? But Virginia is a 3.5 favorite. Who you got?
First of all, Miami is ranked like number 12 in the country, and they're not in the freaking conference championship game, which means they're not going to be a playoff team. This is bullshit. I just want to say that.
Screw mine.
However, cool. That's fine. We'll get some representation from these smaller conferences. I will never say Duke's name in any sport. Give me Virginia.
I don't know. I really don't know who to pick. I mean, if Duke wins this and they spoil people's, someone gets in, someone doesn't, that's going to be crazy to me. But give me Duke with the upset. Something tells me the Blue Devils have this one somehow.
If Duke wins, I don't think that the ACC makes the playoffs at all, which is kind of crazy.
That's what I'm betting on. We'll see what happens. Georgia, 2.5 favorites versus Alabama in your favorite SEC championship game. I think I know who you got, but tell me.
I've been saying all year, Georgia wins the national championship this year, and it starts with winning the SEC championship. Go Dogs.
This one's tough. Alabama came away with the win earlier in the year. I don't even know that they deserve to be in this game, to be honest, but that's controversial. Georgia's Georgia. They're going to do Georgia things, and they're going to roll over Bama in this game. And maybe Bama misses the playoff. So give me the Dogs. All right. All the marbles. Big Ten championship. Number 1 versus number 2. Indiana Hoosier. Wow. Number 2 team versus Ohio State, 4.5 favorites. Who do you got?
I'm not going to have the same energy I had for Duke. Humble pie tells me Ohio State's going to win this football game.
The smart decision after seeing things is Ohio State. Ohio State took care of business at Michigan. Ohio State may potentially have a Heisman winner on their somehow freshman quarterback that potentially will win. Ohio State is the better team. Indiana gets their revenge and says, F you, OSU. Give me Indiana with the upset, baby. Let's go.
All right. There you go. Heard it here. You know what? What a crazy story that would be if Indiana became the top team going into the playoffs because nobody saw that coming.
Yep. You want to do NFL?
Of course I want to do NFL. This is ironic. We talked about this earlier, but the Colts are visiting the Jags this week. Both teams are 8-4. Colts are 1.5 point favorites on the road. Who you got, Deeb?
I think the Jags are going to figure out the game plan, stop the run. Give me the Jags.
I just told you their vulnerability earlier, but I'm not sure the Jags can do that. So give me the Colts on the road. Next up, we got a big division game here. Some would say big, some would say I'm crazy. The Bears are going to Lambeau, playing the Packers. Bears are leading that division right now, and I believe even leading the conference, which is insane to say. Packers are 6.5 point favorites. The odds makers don't care about the Bears' success. Who you got, dude?
It is tough to win in Lambeau in the winter when it's cold and it's potentially snowing or snowy. I got to do your boy Zach a favor and pick the Bears, mainly because of the spread here. I do think it's going to be a close one, but the Bears with the spread is who I like.
It's a wide spread, and I'm with the odds makers because I also don't believe in the Bears' success. Give me the Packers. And our last one here, probably call this game of the week because it has major playoff implications. The Texans are going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites, despite being lower in the standings. Who you got?
Man, I want to believe in the Chiefs. I think I said that they were getting hot a few weeks ago, that they were making their playoff run. You know, I made all these claims. I might be eating my socks in a few weeks. Give me the Texans with the upset, and the Chiefs continue their downfall.
I'm going to say this. The Texans have a phenomenal defense this year. Their offense has been their weak spot, especially the CJ Stroud offense. But he looked really good in his comeback game this past week, and the Chiefs cannot run the football. If you got a good team and you can only do one side, you can only pass or run, and you got a good defense you're up against, you're screwed, man. Give me the Texans. I think they come in and play, spoiler alert, on the Chiefs.